close one last week, a tough one last week, but is that something you guys can look back on and say you went on the road to face two #1 teams and you came within a touchdown, potentially, of beating both of them?
Well, we did beat one, and we had a heck of a game down at Marion. Roughly beat up at linebacker on defense, and you're going against the best offensive line in the country. It was a real challenge. It was kind of trading punches all day with scores, and it was a heck of a ball game. Last 6 minutes things got a little crazy with a few calls and controversial things. You got to put it behind. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. We were close. Felt like that we played well enough to win. So they were #1, they still are, and we just got to put it behind now. And the thing about it is, our kids have confidence that we're the best team, and we just got to keep going along and doing our job and taking care of business and having fun and wait for another crack.
You know what you're getting with William Penn offensively. How do you prep for that triple? How can you prep for that triple?
Well, you got to play assignment football. You can get away from gang tackling, and everybody's got to have an assignment. You got to take care of dive, quarterback, pitch. It's an offense that can keep you off the field if you don't take care of assignments. And they run it well, run it very well.
They've really only had one tough game up to this point. How do you kind of gauge?
They've only had one tough one?
Yeah. How do you, you guys have obviously had more than one tough one, but how do you kind of gauge how good this team is?
Well, it's difficult. There's no common opponents. St. Francis, Illinois is a pretty good football team. That was a good, tough game for them. Had a couple defensive scores to win that. So I don't know. Their offense can be a pain if you don't take, discipline seriously and take care of that. Defensively, they're big. They're huge. They've got some good players. Obviously, they're 7-0 and they're ranked 5th in the country, and be a real challenge.
Injury-wise, where's Miller at as far as availability?
He's about 90%. We could have actually probably used him last week. But we thought, it was going to be more of an aerial game. He's got the legs, on the option. And he's better this week, but Yoder will start. But Josh is ready to go. Both those guys are winners.
2 losses at this point. Is it do or die for this group?
No, not really. Obviously, every game is the most important game. The next one is the most important, and this one is as well. But I think, you look at being a #1, lost to #1, lost to one early. 3 losses, I think, typically does eliminate you from playoff until you look at the schedule. I don't think it does eliminate us from playoff. I think it would eliminate us from having home games. I think we take care of business. We win this week. I think we'll have a round or 2 at home, maybe more. Depends on how the draw is and who you knock off along the way. But nobody's had a more difficult schedule, and there will not be a more difficult one when you get into postseason. Play #1 away 2 games in a row, and then turn around and play an undefeated #5. Playoff schedules aren't any tougher than that.